Hello everyone. How's it going? Anyways, today I have a bit of a special video. More of a game walkthrough actually. So as you can see, it's ZergGirl. I didn't really recognize, I kind of recognized the name. I was like, this has to be a streamer. And to my delightful surprise after the game, right, I went to Twitch, and it turns out there's 500 people watching my game live. So that's a pretty cool thing to happen, right? It's definitely kind of cool. Anyways, this is kind of a, like I said, a special video. I'm gonna be doing a 2-on-1, kind of a super aggressive, like Beyond. That's probably my favorite professional. Hyper aggressive. I don't like any of this mech nonsense. Complete waste of time. 2-on-1 all the way, every game, all day. Okay, so sorry. Barracks first, and then refinery afterwards. This is just a basic Reaper expand. For anyone that doesn't know, make a Reaper. Here he is, and at the same time you expand. Now the Reaper basically kills any lings, especially if they don't have speed. And after your Reaper, you make one Marine in case they. In case they're sneaky and they send a few lings around the side, they'll meet an unfortunate surprise when you have a Marine there shooing them away. Anyways, I've got a Reaper here. Now, she actually does something quite clever. She makes a drone and sends it out at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. You must have this down, right? She must just know the timing of when the Reaper shows up to the third. Because Reapers will usually try to deny the third, but if this drone's already here, I don't know. It's clever. It's a good move. Right. So my Reaper doesn't get a whole lot done. And look at it. It's hiding. I didn't even know. I had to watch the replay afterwards, and I was like, what? That happened? Smart, I like it. And she's pretty good too. She's got 300 APM, right? Anyone that has 300 APM, in my books, they're pretty good. Unfortunately, this Overlord does get caught out. A little bit of a slip up. But she does scout the 2-on-1, and that's probably the most important thing that you could scout as a Zerg. Because you know that at about 5 minutes and 30 seconds, you're going to need a whole lot of lings, maybe some banelings even. And she does just that. It's a 2-on-1. Now, your first barracks, you make a reactor. Right, you want as many Marines as possible. Your second barracks, you make a tech lab. And this tech lab is going to be making stim as fast as you can. If you're 10 seconds late on this stim, that can make all the difference. If you're 10, 15, 20 seconds late, they could have who knows how many more links. 12, 15. I guess 15 is an odd number, maybe 16. They're producing groups of 2. And with your factory, you make a reactor. Do a switcheroo with this starport to make 2 medevacs at a time. Alright, here's Hisu. And she goes for a quick scout. Denied. And now this 2-on-1 is a bit different than other 2-on-1s because I'm making a cyclone, right? And you add 2 gases onto your second base because I don't think I mentioned this before, but I like to 2-base all-in Zergs. It's just I like to do it. I think it's more fun being aggressive. Once you take your third base, you kind of accept going into the late game. I like dropping around with drop ships all the time. They're fun. Being aggressive is a lot better than being a mecher, dare I say. Gonna get a whole bunch of salty nerds now in the comment section. I like mech. Avil's my hero. Anyways, like I said, you want to hit at around 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's the ideal timing. And she sees this coming with this Overlord, but you want to get there as fast as you can, so I just ignored it. Ready to see some pro skills. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. Okay, so you might have seen me I actually targeted down some banelings, but she had more than enough. Alright, that early scout that's seen the 2 barracks, good scout, good call. I think that's pretty basic for Zergs to know. They usually know when it's a 2-on-1, pretty obvious. But if you look at units lost, that's not that good, I guess. Could have been better. Sometimes sometimes the Cyclone will just be enough to outright kill them. Right, so that's the best case scenario. This is not the worst case scenario because I still have my medevacs and I still have 4 Marines, so not too bad. At home, I make a Viking. Right, obviously, it's gonna go kill some overlords. That's basically what they do. And I make 5 barracks. Like I said, this is a 2-base all-in, and 5 is the max amount of basically the maximum amount of units that you can produce out of 2 bases. So 5 is the golden number. Also, a reactor on your factory, making mines. I know that they get nerfed, and a lot of Terrans are kind of salty about that, but honestly, they're still mines. All they need is that one good connection. And it's all about the pressure. Keep on the pressure. Okay, now we're gonna look at my perspective for a bit. This requires a little bit of multitasking, which I know can be very intimidating for new players. So I'll just give you a little bit of how it looks from my perspective.
Additional supply depots required. Forces under attack.
Okay, so I know lots of you know, you've seen that happen. In fact, you probably do that yourself, but whatever. Might as well show it. Anyway, she goes for a run by. That's deflected by your defense force. You should always have a defense force. Even though I don't use an army hotkey, believe it or not, I have 5 hotkeys for my buildings. I do try to control them as best as I can without hotkeys. Okay, I know this isn't sounding very good, but I just don't like to use hotkeys from army. I don't like to. I never have. I just like to control it where it is and memorize where I leave them on the map. Whatever. So now, oops. Okay. Basically, I know I've done critical damage, right? So I'm just gonna end the game. If you let Zergs have a chance to re-drone, they're just gonna be back where they started like 5 minutes ago, at maximum health. So once you do critical damage, or at least I think I do critical damage, I just like to go for the kill and end it where it is. Because they will bounce back, and they can bounce back fast. So I pull all my units. 5, look at this, right? Just mass producing. Mines. Oh yeah, Liberators are pretty good too. Once you have your core medevacs, Liberators are pretty good, so might as well. And like I said, I did critical damage. I've got double the army supply. You know, she doesn't have that much of a chance at this point. The drops did devastating damage. Six kills. Production 20 lings. Yikes. And there it is, GG. So this was a bit of a more kind of build breakdown. Just for anyone that doesn't really have the 2-on-1 down pat, you know, this is a kind of a helping video. This is my experience with it. So the game sense behind the build is, once you think you do critical damage, you want to just go full-on all-in mode. Alright, notice how I don't have 2 ebays, I only have 1. That's because I did enough damage, and I just didn't want to focus on it and just build all units. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not, but that's just what I do. So, a whole bunch of Marines. Once you have your core 4 medevacs, I've only got 3. Still, Liberators are pretty good too, so just whatever. 3 is good enough. 3 is all the medevacs you ever need. So liberators, once you have those set up, especially with mines under them, it's just impossible for a economically hurt Zerg, right, to defend. So once you smell blood in the water, just end it where it is. Anyways, sorry, going on a rant. Thanks for watching the video. It means a lot, especially if you made it this far in. Thank you so much. Consider subscribing, all that fun stuff. I don't know. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.